So I think that's a very important thing in marketing, actually understand. One thing is that not everyone is like you.
Yes, understanding the demographics is very important.
And other people make decisions totally
absolutely
different, even in the same income group. You know, my husband loves cars. You know, he likes European cars. I couldn't care. You know, I would buy a Mitsubishi because it's a 10 years warranty, drives to A to B, has all the things I want. But he never would. I have another friend who is actually very well off, and she drives an old car, couldn't care less. Not important for her, but she buys expensive jewelry. So people have different things what is important to them.
Yes, and that's
my thing I learned in my years in marketing is other people are different. And trying to understand that's so important. I hear that often students, especially graduate students, say when I ask them, you know, what TV program you watch? We watch ABC and SBS. I said, have you watched The Bachelor? You know, Farmer Wants a Wife, and what else is on those things? Oh, I wouldn't watch that. This is rubbish stuff.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, but some of your customers do. I think it's important to actually understand. Watch people when they're in a shop.
Definitely, I think you have raised a very, very important point, because when it comes to understanding your target market, marketers quite often tend to think that see a reflection of themselves in the market, and they tend to think that everyone is like you, and they define their strategy according to their own likings. But that's where marketing research is very, very important. So understanding different market segments. And especially here in Australia, the millennials are different, and the baby boomers are different, Generation Xers and Ys are different, and then we've got a whole range of behavioral characteristics and psychographic characteristics as well. So yeah, you have raised a very, very valid point when it comes to understanding the target market. I think that's a very important takeaway. So no alternative to market research, right? So when it comes to...
No, there isn't. And I think it's also marketers need to immerse themselves in their target market. Just watch how people buy in a shop, because we're talking this distribution in Woolworths. How does someone buy shampoo? Do they just grab it, or do they look at the ingredients? Do they put it back? Do they buy the product which is refillable? Is it a green product? All those things, but just watching people, how they go
Studying
to the sales rep.
Behavior.
You know, I always think, you look first at the clothes which are reduced. Obviously, you buy those ones first. When my daughter goes into the shop, it's the last thing she looks. She said, those ones which are reduced, nobody wants. That's why they're reduced. I suppose that's true. She looks at the new season, which is full price. I think that is... Don't get that. But it's different people, and we need those people who buy the new season instead of the reduced.
Definitely, yeah.
But I like it, you know.
And in fact, the large businesses, they spend hundreds and thousands of dollars just watching customers, how they interact in the shelves, and that actually feeds data into their marketing analytics, and they come up with different strategies. Even if you look at the marketing tactics of Woolworth and Coles, they rely quite a lot on the data that comes from the interaction with the shelves, and there are cameras everywhere which is watching you and interacting with the shelves. And yeah, so that's a fascinating example. So we are coming in the dead end of our interview. So we have talked about product, price, distribution, and finally, last but not least, promotion.
Promotion.
Yes.
I love promotion.
So promotion, then we have got traditional media, the